everybody. Today I'm doing the video for the dissemination of my Erasmus Plus experience, and yeah, I hope I will get your attention and motivate you to try it for yourself. So yeah, stay tuned and let's go. Erasmus Plus, Erasmus Plus. So, if you're still with me after that terrible budget intro, thank you. First, what can I say first? The start of the experience was like amazing. I just applied with the hope I can participate, and I didn't even expect to be selected. So here I was, unexpecting me to go into an unexpected trip in a project with such amazing people, like energetic, charismatic, and everything that defines the best out of human beings. First of all, process of selection of choosing the participants, and I was so, I don't know, humbled is too less to say. I mean, it was such an honor, like, to go on this trip. I will start talking about the phase of the project, like what we did in every day, the steps overall, and hopefully you will get motivated, and as I said, you will participate. We arrived, we just didn't know each other. That's a for sure point. Everyone was around strangers, everyone didn't know who to talk to first, and everyone tried to talk to participants from their own country. I don't know, make that sort of connection, like, oh, we have only this thing in common, like we know each other. And then comes the second day, which was definitory because we got to know each other. Like, we got to do team building activities, let us know each other, like at least the name of each other, and we had to play games based on that thing. Like the third day, we defined what a treasure hunting game is, because that was the theme of the training course of the project. We learned how to define a treasure hunting game, as I said, by explaining how is it connected to the storytelling. Like, you have to tell a story, you have to involve the players into the experience and see what are they about to do, like what they have to expect from your game, from your designing team, and so on. Next day, like the fourth day, but the third day of the course itself, exploring senses. That was like one of my favorite days, because we were supposed to play blindfolded games, like mini courses made by teams, rules from textures, like only textures, and like feeling based. And then the sound which came into our headphones, we had to bring our headphones. We had to do like a session of 30 minutes that explained to us what steps we have to do, and it was such a movement between all the participants, because everyone had a different story. Okay, like that was the mind-blowing part. Everyone had a different story. The next day, we had symbolic communication. We were not allowed to talk almost at all, because we had to express things that we would like to say with our bodies. Like, we had to do a story, we had to mimic it. That was about focusing on perspective, because everyone as a human being has a different perspective. Next day, we got emotional, because we were starting to show how we react to certain feelings, getting feedback from all the activities we had done until that point, reading some stories. It was like a library. Everyone had a paper, and they had a story written on the paper, and they have to read it. Next day, we had a design process. Like, we talked about the steps that we have to follow, team roles, and everyone had to assign a role, give some ideas, and produce something. But imaginary, not physically, because that's what we did next day. Like day 7, we did the design like more physically, more testing, trial and error, more like everything that we want our players that play our game. The last day of the training course itself, not the last day of our time being together as a whole team, because again it was amazing time. Day 8, we played the games. Every team played a game from the other team game. Pleasurable experience for all of us, because I had fun. And then behold, the river of feelings came in, because we had the last like reflection section where we talked about what we got out of it, what we were expecting, what we realized in the training course, and we had to draw something. I will just post over a picture of my drawing, just so you know. And receiving the Youthpass certificate. Well, the Youthpass certificate gives you a bonus to your CV, like European mobility. That means whenever you try to apply, like let's say to something outside of your country, you got more chances to be selected in that process, because you have experience, you have mobility, and it's a fine thing for you to like move to that place. And the last day was the day, because it was a departure day when everyone come back home, and the dream was over. Like, yeah, it was such an experience, as I said, and I'm really glad I was part of it. I'm not said it's over. I'm really glad I took a role and played it in this whole training course. Met beautiful people, merged some friendships, because that's the most important thing. We had to live in cabins, 3 by 3, and we had so much free time. Sometimes we just, I don't know, forgot about everything and just stayed at the table and discuss random things, having fun, like youths should do. Like, you can try that as well, because you'll see you get so much out of it besides the experience. For me, it was the first time flying, leaving the country, so I was like, I don't know why I'm here, but I'm here and I have to prove why I'm here. And yeah, it was overall such a great experience. I dare you, I really dare you, I really dare you to try and apply for a project like this. Well, not really when COVID is striking, because we had that part as well, but we managed. So yeah, thank you for sticking with me. Hope you're having a great day, and if you have some questions, you can contact me. And don't forget, subscribe to the YouTube channel, because this is where I will upload most of my music stuff. That's another part. And see you guys maybe in the next video. Who knows?